A single cup of tea changed the fate of empires. It started wars, built fortunes, and killed thousands. According to Chinese legend, nearly 5,000 years ago, Emperor Shen Nong stopped beneath a wild tea tree. Suddenly, a few mysterious leaves drifted into his pot of hot water. Nobody planned it. Nobody expected it. He took one sip and immediately noticed something extraordinary. The drink refreshed his body and cleared his mind. Legend says tea had just been discovered. At first, tea wasn't a daily drink. It was medicine. People believed it could improve digestion, fight illness, and restore energy. As centuries passed, tea slowly escaped the doctor's office and entered everyday life. Soon, tea houses became places where ideas were exchanged, friendships were formed, and culture flourished. But China had something the rest of Asia desperately wanted: tea. To deliver it, merchants crossed some of the world's most dangerous mountains. Many never came back. Freezing temperatures, bandits, avalanches. Every shipment was a gamble between profit and death. Eventually, tea crossed the sea. Japanese monks brought it home from China. But Japan transformed tea into something much greater. Not simply a drink, but an art. Every movement mattered. Every gesture had meaning. The tea ceremony became a lesson in patience, respect, and peace. Then, everything changed. European traders finally reached Asia. Tea quickly became one of the world's most luxurious drinks. Only the rich could afford it. Its price became so high that tea was almost treated like gold. No country embraced tea quite like Britain. Afternoon tea became a daily tradition. Soon, the entire nation revolved around tea time. Rich or poor, everyone drank tea. It united an entire society. But tea also sparked rebellion. Britain imposed heavy taxes on tea. The American colonies had enough. On one unforgettable night, 342 chests of tea were thrown into the harbor. That single protest helped ignite the American Revolution. Britain had become obsessed with tea. But there was one problem. Almost every leaf still came from China. That dependence made Britain vulnerable. So Britain did something incredibly bold. It secretly smuggled tea plants and even recruited Chinese tea experts to build an entirely new tea industry elsewhere. The fertile hills of India proved perfect for tea. Soon, vast plantations stretched across the mountains. Millions of tea bushes transformed the landscape forever. Within decades, India became one of the world's largest tea producers. Britain had broken China's monopoly, and tea became cheaper than ever before. Every cup of tea begins with a single leaf, and every leaf must be picked by hand. Harvesting tea is slow, careful, and incredibly demanding. Only the youngest leaves produce the finest tea. After harvesting, the leaves are withered, rolled, oxidized, and dried, a process perfected over centuries. Tea had become Britain's favorite drink. But buying so much tea created a serious problem. Britain was running out of silver. To solve the imbalance, British merchants began selling opium inside China. Millions became addicted. The nation descended into crisis. China finally fought back. Officials seized enormous quantities of opium and destroyed them publicly. Britain was furious. In 1839, war erupted. Modern British warships overwhelmed China's defenses. Tea had become one of the reasons behind an international conflict. The Opium Wars reshaped Asia forever. Trade routes changed, empires expanded, and tea continued flowing across the world. Then, an accident changed tea forever. Instead of removing the leaves, customers mistakenly placed the entire bag into hot water. To everyone's surprise, it worked beautifully. Convenience had arrived. Tea bags made brewing faster, simpler, and helped tea spread into millions of homes. Even during humanity's darkest moments, tea remained a source of comfort. A hot cup could raise morale, calm nerves, and briefly remind soldiers of home. Tea became an official military ration. Governments knew sometimes hope could arrive inside a simple cup. For just a few minutes, enemies, fear, and exhaustion disappeared. Tea united people, even in war. Just when people thought tea couldn't evolve, Taiwan surprised the world. Milk, ice, sweet syrup, and chewy tapioca pearls created an entirely new experience. Bubble tea became a global phenomenon. It is one of the fastest growing tea trends on Earth. Today, tea is grown across dozens of countries. It has become one of the world's largest agricultural industries. Every year, billions of kilograms of tea travel across oceans, connecting farmers, factories, and families. Although every culture prepares tea differently, the reason people drink it remains remarkably similar. Connection, comfort, conversation. The future of tea now depends on protecting the land that grows it. Many farms are adopting sustainable agriculture, reducing chemicals, and protecting local ecosystems. Because preserving tea also means preserving the environment for generations to come. From one accidental discovery beneath a tree to billions of cups served every single day, tea has traveled farther than anyone could have imagined. It crossed mountains, survived storms, sparked revolutions, built empires, and connected civilizations. No matter where you live, tea speaks a universal language, a language of hospitality, friendship, and shared moments. So, the next time you take a sip of tea, remember, you're not just drinking a simple beverage. You're tasting more than 5,000 years of human history, and perhaps the greatest story ever told inside a single cup.